Hello everyone, for this week I am playing Esper Blink. If you've seen any Blink deck in any other format, it's basically using ETB creatures and ways to exile them and bring them back to get more value out of their ETBs and just, kind of grind your opponent to the dirt. This deck is base white-black, splashing blue. The blue is pretty light splash. You mostly splash blue because you get a lot of good engines. Things like Dourport Mage and Satoru, which help you draw extra cards when you blink things. Soul Herder is sort of the best once a turn blink effect that is not conditional. At the beginning of your end step, you exile something and bring it back. If you've played in other formats like EDH, you might see things like Conjurer's Closet or Thassa Deep Dwelling. Those are just a little too expensive for Highlander, and Soul Herder, being a 3 mana, is the best version of that effect. You get Baleful Strix, which is a great thing to blink. Mockingbird, which is really strong. It just rebuys basically any ETB, or it can be used to double up on really powerful effects like Guide of Souls or Ocelot Pride. Most of the creatures in the deck have more toughness than power, so Plagon is just insane. It's usually a draw 3, draw 5, which is really hard for most people to deal with. And then you get good things like Teferi. Teferi protects against counterspells. He can rebuy your own ETB creatures. Essence Flux, which is another 1-mana blink spell, and that's pretty much it. If you've seen blink in other formats, you see a lot more engines or like mass blink effects. You'll see things like Ghostly Flicker and all that stuff. They're just kind of too expensive for Highlander, so you just limit yourself to the 1-mana instant speed versions, except for Parting Gust, because this can double as a removal spell. The 1-mana instant speed versions, and then a handful of engines like Fortune, Soul Herder, that sort of thing. And mostly you're looking to get value out of the initial ETB and hopefully rebuy it, as opposed to you have to rebuy everything to make it work. The reason to be Esper as opposed to something like Bant is a much more traditional blink color, is that Bant really struggles against combo. You get really good things like Endurance and Nadu and things like Night of Autumn. You get some really good ETBs in green, but you basically have no hope whatsoever against combo because you don't really have any disruption. So, because I play in the Discord metagame where there's a pretty good presence of combo, especially during this points update, combo's been pretty powerful, you have to give combo some respect. So I'm playing things like Opposition Agent and Grief and the 4 hand attack spells, Dread Fugue, Duress Inquisition, Thoughtseize, because you have to give combo some respect. If I didn't play in a metagame with so much combo, I'd probably cut these 4 hand attack spells that are just 1-for-1s, and replace them with things like Unearth, Helping Hand, that sort of thing. Maybe something like Ether Vial. You can get greedier, is what I'm saying, but I think against combo you can't afford to be fully greedy. You have to have a little bit of disruption, so we're playing this suite of hand attack spells. I'm also playing Acquisitions Expert and Unscrupulous Agent and Thoughtstalker Warlock. These basically all read in some form or another ETB discard a card. And I'm kind of playing those because I'm testing a theory. We already play cantrip creatures like Wall of Omens, Spirited Companion, those sort of things, because they replace themselves and are inherently 2-for-1s. They're also really good blink targets because they make you draw more cards. And if your opponent ever has to spend a removal spell on them, they are so far behind because they are killing something that does not matter because it's already gotten its value in order to prevent you from getting future value. Things like, the discard creatures operate on a similar axis. They ETB, they make your opponent discard a card, and if that's all they do, you move on, and that's fine. They were inherently kind of a 1-for-1, but because your opponent has to eventually deal with the creature in some way, or you can use it to block or something, they're kind of like a 2-for-1. If you blink them, they're obviously, going to go crazy. You're going to start stripping people's hands. If your opponent has to spend a removal spell on them, well, they already lost a card from the creature entering and spending a removal spell on a creature that you don't care about, which is just a huge tempo swing. Or it's not really a tempo swing, it's a huge card advantage swing for you. Is this going to hold up? I don't know. You can always take advantage of more cards on your end. You're not always going to have cards for your opponent to discard, but I think that these are interesting options that can really help in the value grind game, and are also they're really good against combo, because combo doesn't want to discard their cards. And they're interesting targets because it means that you can do things like blink them in people's upkeeps, or not upkeeps, in their draw steps to take their draw step. I don't know. You've seen cards in the past. This type of archetype might have played something like Vendilion Clique, but Vendilion Clique's double blue, and this is a blue splash, so I didn't really want to play that, and it's 3 mana. I don't know. I don't know if these will be good, but I'm excited to see them and to try them out. But yeah, not much else to say. This is pretty typical Blink stuff. Joel, or JCK Knox on the Discord, played this deck to quite a bit of success like a year ago or so. I know Vass has been tinkering around with some Esper Blink stuff, so this is sort of my take on it. The idea is just grind people out of value and respect combo just enough to stop them from winning while you somehow win the game. I guess the only thing that I could say is that there's an argument to maybe splitting Mox Sapphire into something like Psychic Frog, Reanimate +1, because Psychic Frog's a dumb card, Reanimate's a dumb card. But I was goldfishing this, and I really like the fast mana, so I'm on triple Mox White Bloom. But yeah, that's Esper Blink. If you've seen one Blink, you've kind of seen them all, and that's a pretty straightforward game plan, but I'm excited to see how it does. I will see you for the wrap-up.
I will keep this. Put this one to the bottom.
Okay. Card is off.
Underground Sea, Dreadfugue.
Okay. I have a Meticulous Archive, an Island, a Swamp, a Source to Plowshares, an Essence Flux, an Orcish Bowmasters, and a Palace Joe.
Let's take the Bowmasters. I'll pass turn.
Draw. Play this Meticulous Archive.
You got it.
Fail. Or I'll keep it on top. Go ahead.
Play this Raucous Theater, Surveil.
Yeah, I made a wrong decision. Yep.
Let's. Do we need that? Like. I'll get rid of this opt and I'll pass.
Okay. Keep draw. Swamp go.
Play this Dark Slick Shores and I'll pass.
I'll play this Krakus and Sega.
So that's a swamp you have up?
Yes, Swamp, Meticulous Archive, Krakus.
I'll just Brain Freeze mill myself for 3.
Sure. Yep.
Bloodstained Mire, Mental Misstep, and Grizzlebrand.
Okay.
I will draw.
Yep.
Play this Tundra and I'll pass turn.
I'll play this Island. And I'll cast this Petromose.
Sure.
Go.
Gifts Ungiven?
Yep.
This one. Maybe this one, because I already have the Brain Freeze.
Oh.
And this one, and this one. And let me check the rest of my deck. I could get that one. How many unknowns do you have?
2 unknowns.
So, like, if you have exactly Force of Negation, I'm boned, but, like, that's fine. Yeah, let's have this be the pile.
Sure. You can have LED and Petal, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
These two go to my graveyard. This is also in my graveyard. You have to have exactly force negation. Pretty much. I'll untap.
Yep.
I will draw. Play this Badlands for turn.
Yep.
Cast this Lotus Petal. Storm is 1.
Yep.
Then let's go LED. Storm is 2.
Yep.
I will crack LED for white.
Yep.
Discarding this Careful Study and Valgaboth.
Okay.
I will spend that 3 white and another 2 to cast this Savine's Wreck targeting my Underworld Reach.
Yep, that happens. I'm gonna scoop.
Okay.
Yeah, you have Brain Freeze plus Breach plus LED. Did you bottom a card?
Yes, I did bottom a card.
Okay. Concealed Courtyard into Thoughtseize.
Sure, you see this Misty, this Windswept Heath, this Badlands, this Get Probe, this Collective Brutality, and this Exhume.
I will take the Exhume.
Understandable.
Go ahead.
Get Probe you.
Charming Prince, Phony Nightmare, Enduring Innocence, Flood Strand.
Sure. Meticulous Archive, pass turn. That's not Meticulous Archive, that's Misty Rainforest.
Meticulous Archive in Potentium. Let's go Strand, Mox Sapphire, Fetch, hit a Scrubland.
In response to your fetch?
Yeah.
I guess I already know all your things, so that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to get a Scrubland and then Enduring Innocence. Go ahead.
Sure. I'll crack this for a Meticulous Archive. Who could have known?
Not me.
Should have played the Winds of Teeth, that's fine. Reveal.
Yep.
Let's get rid of this life death.
Okay.
I'll draw.
Yep.
Play this Windswept Heath. I will crack it now for a Shadowy Backstreet.
Okay.
Surveil.
Yep.
Keep that one on top. And I will pass the turn. Pass the turn.
Yep. Untap. Draw. Go to combat.
Yeah.
Back for 2.
Go to 14, you go to 19.
Yep. Um, Give this shadowy back straight.
Yep.
And bin this Mox Chat.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play this Charming Prince.
Yep.
2 triggers, I'll scry first and then draw.
Yep.
2. Bottom both of these. Draw. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to fire that off now. Red QQ.
Sure, you see this Collective Brutality Badlands, Steve Menn's Hollow Fountain, and a Dance of the Dead.
I'll take the Dance of the Dead.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Play the Steam Vents tapped. I will pass turn.
Untap. Keep. Draw. Attack for 4.
Go to 10. You go to 21.
Yep. Bum, 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 bum. I'll play out this Stephonia Nightmare.
Sure.
Get 3 energy. And I will say go.
Mystical here.
Okay.
Find a Gifts Ungiven.
Yeah.
This goes into my hand. At my draw step. Shortcutting here. Just play this Badlands and pass.
Okay. Untap. Okay. I go to combat.
Yeah.
Swing 4.
Go to 6. You go to 23.
Yeah. I'm going to Parting Gust my Charming Prince.
Sure.
Exile until the end step. I guess I'll play this island. Go to my end step.
Sure.
Triggers, I'll scry 2 then draw.
Yeah. In response, let's gift Ungiven.
Okay.
Breach, LED, Savine's Wreck, Brain Freeze. Peaceful.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Um,
Wait, it comes back with a counter.
it does come back with a counter, yeah. With a 1/1 counter.
Okay. So you do not draw a card off of Enduring Innocence.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Damn cards. Well, I guess I'll give you LED and Games reclamation, I guess. I don't think it matters because I'm pretty sure I'm just dead because I can't draw now.
Yeah, so these two into my hand?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll scry too. Yeah, you got it. You got it. You don't need to.
Okay.
You got this set. I'm empty-handed.
Yeah, same thing as last game.
Yeah. All right. I'll start us off with a Bloodstained Mire. I will fetch a Scrubland and play a Mother of Runes. Go ahead.
No. I draw not a Mother of Runes. I will play a Tundra and cast a Soulguard Lantern. And
Okay.
on ETB, exile your Bloodstained Mire.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Okay. I'll play this Misty Rainforest and pass the turn over to you.
Tip. Upkeep. Draw.
Yep.
I will play Islands.
Yep.
And I think I'm just gonna pass the turn.
One step, I'll fetch. I'll get a Tundra and flash in this Orcish Bowmasters.
I guess in response to cast of Orcish Bowmaster, I'll crack the Lantern to draw a card.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. And I'll just go down to 19 from the Bowmaster.
Yep. Thank you for one, make a token.
Unless you want to ping your Mother of Runes.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, god damn it.
Or Carney.
I think I need to be more convincing.
Go to my turn.
Yep.
Untap, keep, draw. Going to pay 2 to cast this Mockingbird, X equals 1.
Yep.
Have it come in as a Bowmasters. Ping you for 1.
Yep.
And I'll attack with my original Bowmasters in the army for 3.
Yep. Down to 15.
I will play this Boggart Trawler as the landside Teft and pass the turn. But mono black land.
Keep and draw. Okay, that's very bad. I would play Mishra's Workshop, but
Yeah.
sadly pass the turn.
Untap, keep, draw. I'd like to go to combat.
Yep.
Swing 4.
Down to 11 it is.
Then I'd like to play this Thoughtstalker Warlock.
That.
It is a 2/2 menace. When it enters, I choose an opponent. If they lost life this turn, they reveal their hand and I choose a non-land from it to discard. Otherwise, they just discard. Yep.
Okay, I will reveal to you. I should have just casted Transmute Artifact, Bootlegger's Stash, Survival of the Fittest, Time Spiral, Zerda the Dawnwaker, and Microsynth Lattice.
Microsynth Lattice. Don't have green mana. No, I'm thinking.
It's green. Yeah, and I'm just trying to sort them a color. Now I can.
It's interesting. Fine. I guess I'm taking the Transmute Artifact. Yeah, I'll take the transmute.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
Tap, upkeep, and draw a mana rock, please. Wrong colors, damn it. I'll play Underground Sea.
Okay.
The green is nice. Well, I guess 6 mana, cast Microsynth Lattice. Yay. Pass the turn. I mean, it does something, I guess.
Go to combat. Swing for 2, 4, 5, 6.
Down to 5.
I'm going to impend this Overlord of the Baelmerk.
Yep.
That's mill 4. Cathar Commando, Godless Shrine, Johnny, Emperor of Bones. Guess I'll take this Cathar Commando. Play this Mock Sapphire and say go.
Tap,
This
upkeep.
4 tunes.
Please draw something good. Please. Oh, that is so close. God damn it. Okay, and is there some sort of win thing? God, that's so sad that I have to. No. I think I'm better off just casting that card. I will tap 3 mana and cast Zerda.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
And step I'll flash this Cathar Commando.
Yay.
That. Keep draw. I would like to activate Cathar Commando to destroy Zerda, which is an artifact because of my Synthesis.
Yeah, I know. I was just hoping for you to somehow fiddle around. Like that's the only line you had.
Yeah.
This no, this you actually do play one thing that I care about. I'll put that to the bottom.
Okay. Start us off.
Okay, I will play Scalding Tarn.
Yep.
I'll fetch for a volcanic island and cast a Goblin Welder.
Okay.
And then just pass the turn. Volcanic Island, where I will.
Underground Sea. Cast a Duress.
Yep, I will reveal Polluted Delta, Caracas, Paradoxical Outcome gets discarded, and Horizon of Progress.
Okay. Yeah, I will pass the turn.
And yes, I'm the king of keeping very sussy hands. Untap, upkeep, and draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a card. Combat, swing for 1.
Sure. Take 1.
This hand knows only one game plan. Goblin Welder beat down. Play Polluted Delta and pass.
That keep draw. Another land. Let's not seize.
You discard a Lodestone Golem.
17. Those are artifact lands. I'm going to play this Shadowy Backstreet, Surveil. I will put this Prismatic Wisdom to the bin. We're just going to pass.
And step Polluted Delta.
Yep.
It's like kind of a weird what happens if judge call question. I mean, sometimes I come up with the most random questions, but this is because the game I spectated, like where the guy in the other guy's turn calculated that he would be dead. How would that actually play out? Because that I thought of it as a very I was like, that's very on the edge. I think it was I wouldn't know what would happen in a tournament setting because it sounds very sketchy.
So what happened? Someone miscalculated damage and left
and
their opponent alive.
In the opponent's turn while he was doing stuff, he said, "Oh, you're dead. I miscounted."
I'm not sure. I would have to double check the rulings. I would probably say that the game has moved past the point and you just missed it, but I would have to check the rulings.
I mean, that's what I, as a fair player, would say. Even though fair play for means play with the rules, but that's like that's like one turn over. What do I have to do with this?
Yeah.
Untap, upkeep, and draw.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a sad joke. Play Wooded Foothills.
Okay.
Swinging for 1.
Yep, I'm at 16.
Told you the game plan was Goblin Welder beatdown. Pass the turn.
Untap, draw. Interesting. I'm going to play this Flood Farm Verge and this Enduring Innocence.
Yay.
Go ahead.
And step, I will once again fetch and maybe not draw another land.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. The next 3 cards wouldn't have been lands, and now I shuffle. Classic. I need white. Do I have a Triumph with white and yeah, a raw green Triumph?
Yep.
Please don't drop another land. I don't know why, but I feel like my deck is so cursed. It's like in the opening hands you don't get lands, and then you just, when you don't need lands, you get land.
Yeah.
A little bit afraid. And I just get some random artifact to get Lodestone Golem back. Please. Please, deck. Bless me with my opponent's forces. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Yeah.
I was about to complain, but actually this is not even that bad, not gonna lie. Especially because everything sucked right now for me. I would play the Caracas' land for turn.
Yeah.
And for 3 mana, 2 of which being blue, 1 of which being blue, I'll cast a Time Twister.
I think in response to Time Twister, I'm going to evoke the Solitude, pitching this Ephemerate. I'd like to exile your goblin, Sean.
Yeah, go to 18.
Yep. Then Time Twister is going to resolve.
Oh, that made Time Twister significantly worse for me.
Yeah.
I guess over exaggerating, but I'm not. I was expecting some sort of force of negation. I mean, then I would have been sad, but okay, not my precious 1/1, not my beatdown plan. But hey, 7 new cards. That is quite literally what I'm in need of. Watch me draw 7 lands. Or no, 5 lands and some mobs. Yeah. I keep. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Okay. I will continue by casting. I told you it had a Mox Diamond.
Okay.
Discard Scalding Tarn.
Yep.
Tap for 1 for Mana Vault.
Okay.
Tap for 3. Use one of it to cast Manifold Key.
Okay. Yep.
Oh my god, this Time Twister was actually kind of crazy.
Seems like it.
2 and a blue. I guess mana efficiency is key. To cast a Hull Breacher. That would have been super awesome before the Time Twister.
Yeah.
Pass the turn.
And that draw. I guess go to combat. Back for 2.
I will not block.
Okay, you go to 16, I go to 18. Let's cast this Recruiter of the Guard. I will draw and then I'll tutor.
You will not draw. I will make a treasure token. I'll reach out.
Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Yes, you're right. I won't tutor. I should have stacked them the other way. I completely forgot. I was like, oh, I'm dealing with this whole creature. Yeah, I'm going to get the Solitude. I will evoke Solitude, pitching this Welcoming Vampire.
Hey, I'll go to 19.
Yeah, that was
Winning
just
the
a
game.
mistake on my part. Yeah, let me finish shuffling.
Winning by losing, that's the key.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the Manifold Key.
Yeah, that was a big fun. Okay. I will play this Undercity Sewers and Surveil. I'll bin this Delney Streetwise Lookout. Go ahead.
End step, I will have to think if I want to do it now in my upkeep in response to the trigger. By counting some mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I need to do it now. I'll sack the treasure and end step to Manifold Key the Mana Vault.
Okay, sure.
Untap. Upkeep. And draw.
Yep.
That is a very nice magic card. Tap Mana Vault for 3 mana.
Yep.
Use one of it to Manifold Key Mana Vault.
Yep.
3 go up to 5.
Yep.
The Gragas use 6 mana to cast a coveted jewel.
Yep, that happens.
ETB draw 3.
Yep.
2, 3. Okay, the busted cards just keep coming and coming. Will win. Oh, close. Do I win by doing that? Oh, that's tragic. So close. I'll tap 3 for 5 mana and cast a Tezzeret the Seeker.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will take him up on Mana Vault and Coveted Jewel.
Okay. Yeah.
Then I will tap the Mana Vault, be colorless, tap Coveted Jewel for 3 blue.
Okay.
I'll use 1 blue and 2 colorless to cast a Forensic Gadgeteer.
Sure. Yeah.
Then tap Mox Diamond for red, use a blue and a red and the last colorless to cast Deck Fane.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will take him up on myself. Draw 2, discard.
Yep.
1, 2. That's a very good card. 1 blue floating. Yeah, I will discard Microsynth Lattice and Mystic Forge.
Okay.
And I'll use the 1 blue to cast a Vexing Bauble. Trigger, make a clue.
Okay. Yeah.
Wrong token pool. You might be able to see how close this actually was to winning. It was like 1 mana off. 1 mana.
Yeah.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Going to get. Well, I move a lot there. Okay, I'd like to tap 4 for this Palace Jailer. Trigger Enduring Innocence.
What's he called? Sorry.
Palace Jailer.
Jailer. Sounds like some sort of Oblivion Ring.
Yeah.
Exile until an opponent becomes the monarch. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I draw a card from Enduring Innocence. I will exile your Gadgeteer.
Yeah.
Go to combat.
Yep.
Attack you with Recruiter of the Guard and Tezzeret the Seeker with Enduring Innocence.
No blocks, so the duel triggers.
Yep. So I gain 2. You lose 1. Jewel trigger.
But in response to the jewel trigger, I will stifle the trigger.
Okay. Yep.
And then red takes 2 and I take... How much was it again?
You take 1 and Tezzeret takes 2.
Tezzeret takes 2. Yep.
I'll shotgun this God the Shrine down to 18. I'll go to my end step and draw for Monarch.
Yep.
Interesting. Can't do anything with that. Go ahead.
The stifling the Oblivion Ring effect was worth a thought, but then you would have just attacked me with 2 creatures and drawn 3 cards. Not in my interest. Untap. Upkeep. Mana Vault triggers.
Yeah.
Response to trigger, I will tap 1 Mana Vault key to untap the Mana Vault.
Okay. Yep.
Aha. Then draw for turn.
Yep.
Play. No, not play anything yet. I will tap Mana Vault for 3 mana.
Yep.
Use 2 of it to sacrifice my crew.
Okay.
Card. That's kind of busted magic card. Not busted, but good. I'll take up deck on myself once again.
Yep.
1, 2. I don't think I need more mana. But yeah, I will discard Soulguard Lantern and Mox Opal.
Okay.
And tap Jewel for 3 blue mana and
Yep.
use 2 of those blue and the 1 from Mana Vault to cast a Fabricate.
Yep, that happens.
Once again, this close to going infinite. I see a theme here. Starting to see a pattern. But 8 this time it's 2 mana off. Yay! Yeah, that's in my hand. That's not gonna. Unfortunately, not gonna change it. That's actually sad. Just. While brainstorming for my Fabricate, I'll just take the liberty to look at what Tezzeret can. Oh no, I'm talking dipshit. I'll get Grindstone to my hand. Get the Grindstone. It's real. And I'll minus 2 Tezzeret.
Yeah.
You might be wondering what could I get from Mana Valley 2 or less. That's a very rough question, especially after revealing this absolutely not ominous Grindstone.
Yeah.
Surprise, it's Painter's Servant. I'm naming the color black.
Okay.
Used 1 coveted jewel mana to cast Grindstone.
Yeah. Actually, with Grindstone on the stack, paper. You have 1 card in hand.
1 card in hand.
I'd like to try to cloud shift my Palace Jailer.
Oh, Cloud Shift the Jailer. Yeah, that works.
Okay. Enduring Innocence trigger. I'll draw a card, and then I will exile Painter's Servant.
Yep. So exiled until you're not the monarch.
Yep.
Very sad. Grindstone's good.
Yes. Yep.
Very sad. Very, very sad, but nothing I can do. I wish I could have also cast it, but then it wouldn't have worked out. I'll tap 4 mana and cast a Lodestone Golem. And pass the turn.
Tap. Wow. You have how many cards in hand?
0.
0. Okay.
Hellbent, waiting to top deck that Infernal Tutor.
Yeah. Let's play this island. I'm going to tap 6 mana for this Metamorphosis Fanatic.
Reanimates a creature, right?
Yeah, reanimates a creature with a lifelink counter.
Yep.
I'm going to. Oh wait, hold on. I can't do that. You have a Lodestone Golem in play.
Oh yeah,
it costs
right.
1 more. It costs 1 more.
Oh yeah, I just saw the mana cost and I was
Yep,
Because
my
I
bad.
looked
Okay,
at
so we're not doing that because that's illegal. Um, hmm. Sorry, I'm thinking. Okay, I will go to combat.
Yep.
I'll attack you. I'll attack you with the Enduring Innocence and Tezzeret with Recruiter and Palace Jailer.
Block Innocence with Loathsome Golem.
Okay. Yeah. Innocence dies and comes back as an enchantment.
Yep, and Tezzeret is dead.
Yeah.
But
Second
when I bite
main, I
Tezzeret, you also gain 2 life from the Innocence.
I gain 2 life, you're right. I'll pay 4 mana for this Soul Herder.
Such a good card.
Trigger Enduring Innocence draw card.
Yep.
Okay. I'll go to my end step and
Yep.
I will blink the Palace Jailer,
Yep.
exile your Lodestone Golem, and then I'll draw 4 Monarch. And this gets 2 counters because of exiling my guy and your guy. Go ahead.
Untap. Upkeep Mana Vault trigger. In response, I will Mana Vault key it.
Okay.
Wow. Draw for turn.
Yep.
Not what I was looking forward to. You have how many cards in hand?
7.
Sacrifice the bauble or not. Risk it for a biscuit. I'll tap 1 and sacrifice Vexing Bauble to draw a card.
Okay. Yep. That happens.
Good card. Tick up deck on myself.
Yep.
2. I will discard a Basalt Monolith and Radiant Lotus. I
Okay.
do not feel like I need more mana. 3, 4, 5, 4, 7, 8, 9. 9 mana. I'll tap. Which? 2, 5, 8 mana. I will cast a Sundering Titan.
Yep. That'll happen.
Okay,
You want
now.
to hit on my side? I've got Plain Swamp Island.
Which multiple colored lands with types do you have?
These ones. Underground Sea, Shadowy Backstreet, Undercity Sewers, got the Shrine.
I will get rid of Underground Sea as Island, Shadowy Backstreet as Plains,
Okay.
and the blue-black surveillance as swamp.
And you have to get rid of. Do you
Yep.
have a mountain and a forest?
Yes, Zag of Triumph as forest and Volcanic Island as mountain.
Yep, that happens.
And then I will pass the turn.
Untap. Keep. Draw. Man, okay. Guess I could do that. That's gonna be painful. It takes a lot of stuff out of your life. 2 mana for this Cathar Commando.
Yep.
I'll sack it to blow up your Cindering Titan.
Yep.
I assume I'm losing these 2 lands, as these are the only ones with types that I have.
And I'll lose my Triumph.
I will go to combat, and I will attack.
Just quick note, I'll put my exile next to my graveyard because I don't have enough space for both.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to attack you with Recruiter of the Guard, and I'll attack Dak with the other 2.
I'll assume that deck dies.
No, it's 5 damage to Dak.
Yep. Deck goes to 1. I go to
17.
17.
And Coveted Jewel trigger.
Yep. Unfortunately, yes.
Right. Now I have a Coveted Jewel, so I draw 3. 1, 2, 3.
Big meanie getting deck Faden to not be able to steal the jewel back would be a horrible play.
Play this scrubland. 4 mana available to me. I'll Thoughtseize you.
You will discard a Profane Tutor.
Okay, I'm at 18. I'll tap this for 3 white and play this Lauren of the Third Path.
Mm-hmm.
Enduring Innocence trigger, I'll draw a card. Then I will blow up your key. Yeah, I'll blow up your Manifold Key. Go to my end step Soul Herder trigger. I'd like to blink the Loran and blow up your Mox Diamond. And then I will drop her Monarch, and then I think I have to discard the hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, I'll discard this Meticulous Archive and this Aegon Seat of the Empire. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, take a damage from Mana Vault.
Yep.
Draw. Pain. I'll take up deck Faden on myself.
Okay.
Like, save me from this loop of me dying. Oh, yeah, sure, there's a combo piece that doesn't do anything. I'll discard Grim Monolith and Time Thief.
Okay.
And play Plateau and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll go to combat, attack. Oh, this is bigger. I'll attack you for 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm sorry. I'll attack Dak for 2, and then you for 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can just concede when Dak is dead.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep this. And I will put this card down.
Okay.
Oops.
All right, start us off.
Yeah, I will play a Flooded Strand. I will crack the Flooded Strand. For a blue-white source, the Alpha Dual.
Okay.
I will search that in a second. I will attempt to cast Crop Rotation, sacrificing it again.
Tundra cannot cast crop rotation. You said
Huh?
blue-white?
No. Oh, sorry. I mean blue-green.
Blue-green, yes.
Yeah.
Crop rotation, good.
Yeah, and then I will search for a Mishra's Factory and cast a Celestia Signet off of that.
You mean a workshop, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that will happen.
Okay, then I'll search 2 lands and you can already take your turn.
Well, I'm going to play this Concealed Courtyard and cast this Guide of Souls,
Okay,
and then I will pass.
I am still searching.
Yeah, you're good.
One
You're
sec.
good.
Yeah. There we go. Workshop tapped into play and Tropical Island in my bin.
Yep.
Damn it. No, I have to shuffle more. Okay. I will untap. I will draw for the turn.
Yep.
I will use the mana of the workshop and the Celestiness. Oh, that doesn't work.
No, you can't filter into the signet with the
In
workshop.
this case, I made a mistake, but that's okay. In this case, I will cast a Voltaic Key and hope that I draw a land next turn. Go.
Okay, untap, keep, draw.
Yeah. That is a misplay on my turn. On my yeah.
I'm gonna
side.
play this Windswept Heath, and I'll fetch. I will get a Tundra and play
Yep.
this Spirited Companion.
Okay.
Tundra. ETB, I will gain a life and draw a card and get an energy.
Oh yeah, the Spirited Companion draws a card. I was
Yes.
like, where
No,
does the
this-
card come from?
The Spirited Companion draws the card. This makes a life and an energy. So I go
Yeah,
back up to 20. 1 energy. Energy out. Draw a card.
For 3 energy, you can make a +1/+1 counter and a flying counter.
2 +1/+1 counters and a flying counter. Yeah.
Okay.
Attack you for 1.
Yep, I'll take 1. I'll go down to 18.
Pass the turn.
I'll untap. I will draw for the turn, and I'll pass.
Draw. I'm going to cast this Grief by pitching this Duress.
Yep.
Trigger, gain a life and an energy.
Yeah.
I'd like to see your hand.
I have a Sylvan's Crying, a Bring to Light, a One Ring, which I wanted to cast turn 2, and a Paradox Engine.
Yeah. I'll take the One Ring.
Yep.
Then I will play this Bleachbone Verge and cast this Lauren of the Third Path.
Yep.
Trigger, gain an energy and a life, and then I will destroy your signet.
Yeah, I'll give up.
Okay. I will keep this hand, put this on the bottom. Start us off.
Okay. I will play a Forest. I will cast a Soul Ring. And
Okay.
if that resolves,
Yep.
I will cast a Boros Signet.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Go ahead. Yep.
Okay. Let's go. Scrubland, Deathrite Shaman, pass.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Yep.
Untap, draw for turn. I will have to do some math. That's not enough. I will make 3 mana.
Okay.
I'll use one of them to cast Expedition Map.
Okay.
I'll use the other 2 to search a Tolarian Academy.
Yep.
The last card. I will play Tolarian Academy as the land for my turn.
Yep.
I will shuffle in a second. I will use the Tolarian Academy to cast a Felware Stone, and I'll say go.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I'd like to play this Wasteland and Wasteland your Academy.
That works. Academy is gone.
I'd like to exile your Academy for mana.
That works. Academy is very gone.
I'll play this Spirited Companion. Start from last game.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I'll just finish shuffling.
Yep.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw for the turn. I can currently make white and black mana of the Felware Stone, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will use these 4 mana to cast a One Ring.
Sure.
And draw a card with it.
Yep.
And then I will play a Seed of the Signet as my land for the turn and say go.
Yeah. Draw. I'm going to play this Misty and fetch.
Yep.
I'll get a. It's going to give you blue anyway. I'll get a Tundra. Exile my own Misty. Play this
Yep.
Ketramose the New Dawn.
Yep.
And say go.
Could you tell me what the Ketramon does?
Okay, so it's a 4/4 menace, lifelink, indestructible, but it can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. And it says whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield during my turn, I draw a card and lose a life.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You can
I
continue.
will draw 2 cards.
So you lost 1 in your upkeep from the One Ring, right?
Yeah, I lost 1. I'm already at 19.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry, I was just doing the busy work while you told me what the card did.
All good.
I will play a Great Furnace.
Okay.
I will have 7.
Okay.
Cast a Chromatic Orrery.
Yeah.
I will make 5 mana.
Yeah.
To play an Azorius Signet. I have 3 left.
Yep.
Talisman of Curiosity. I have 1 left.
Yep.
I will go up to 3 again.
Yep.
And I will cast a Narset
Yep.
and -2 the Narset.
Yep.
That's 4 cards, and I can reveal a non-creature non-land. Okay. I will show you this Voltaic key that goes to my hand, and then it's your turn.
Okay. Untap. Keep. Draw. Okay. I mean, that's not nothing. I'm going to exile my Wasteland with my Death Ray
Yeah.
Shaman. I lose a life and draw a card from Cat. I can't draw a card. Damn.
Yeah, you cannot draw another card. That's right.
Okay. That's okay. We're still doing it anyway.
Okay, so you.
So I have 1 mana floating. I'm going to play this Verdant Catacombs and fetch. I'll get an Underground Sea and play this Witch Enchanter.
Yeah.
I'd like to destroy your Chromatic Orrery.
Yep, that works. Chromatic Orrery is gone.
Then I will attack Narset for 1.
Narset goes down to 2.
And I will pass the turn.
Yeah. I will untap. I will take 2 off of the One Ring.
Yep.
I will draw for the turn.
Yep.
I will draw 3 with the One Ring.
Yep.
On one hand, you are playing mana denial. On the other hand, I can really not complain about that.
Yeah.
Um,
I think you're doing all right.
I think so too. I will make 2 mana. I will play Voltaic Key
Yep.
and use it to untap One Ring and
Yep.
draw 4 cards.
Yep.
Oops. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana at the moment, or 7 open mana sources.
Yep.
I will tap all of them. I have white and red here, and I will cast a 4th Aelingus for x = 5.
Yep. Yep.
And then I will attack you with. I think I'll attack you with all 5 of them.
I will just take 10. Go to 8.
Okay.
You become the monarch.
Yeah. I will search for a token for the monarch in a second. I will actually. I will just pass the turn, so I will draw off the monarchy.
Yep.
And then I have to discard to hand size.
Yep.
I will discard a Talisman of Creativity and a Sylvan Scry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tap. I will go to combat.
Yep.
I'll swing Witch Enchanter at Narset and Spirited Companion at you.
Narset will die, and I will gain 1 damage.
Yep. I'll get the monarch.
Yep. I go to 16.
Yep. Um, just can I do enough? Looted Delta fetch.
Yeah.
I get a basic swamp.
Okay.
Okay, so those won't trigger draws. That's fine. Still in a lot of danger, but maybe I can survive. Okay, 4 mana, Palace Jailer.
Yeah.
I'm going to exile one of your tokens.
Yep.
I will use Deathrite Shaman to eat one of my fetch lands. I lose a life and draw a card.
Yep.
I make a white mana. I will path to exile another one of your tokens.
Yeah. I can search for basic. Is that correct?
Yes, you get a basic.
I will find an island. There we go.
I will go to my end step and draw
Or
for Monarch.
does the basic come
It's
tap or
tapped.
on?
It's tapped.
Okay, it's tapped. Yeah, then the island is fine.
I'd like to draw for Monarch.
Yeah. Palace Jailer also introduces monarchy, right? So
Yes.
no
Yeah.
initiative here.
No. Yeah, I guess I will pass.
Okay. How big is the Palace Jailer?
2/2.
And your other creature can't attack or block unless you have like a bunch of cards in your graveyard, correct?
Unless there are 7 or more cards in exile total.
In
Currently,
exile.
there's my 3 plus your 1, so there's only 4. So
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
it cannot block.
Okay, then I'll untap. I will lose for go to 12.
Yep.
I will draw for the turn. Oh. That's interesting. Two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would like to draw 5 cards.
Yep. You answer that, please?
I will tap a white and a blue and
Yeah.
a green
Okay.
and 2, 3, 4, 5
Okay.
to
So
cast a war gate for x equals 5.
I'll just concede to that.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's getting Paradox Engine, I'm sure.
Yep. That is getting Paradox Engine, and then I think I am winning just off of the One Ring Paradox Engine. But...
Yeah, you're probably just drawing your whole deck at that point.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go Arrakis, Mock Sapphire, pass.
Okay. I will draw for the turn.
Yep.
I have to make a decision. I will go Tantra into Voltaic Key and say
Okay.
pass.
And step up Flash into Sphelia.
Okay. Not what I wanted to see, but that's fine.
Tap, draw. I'm going to play this Seachrome Coast and cast this Lauren of the Third Path.
Yeah.
I'd like to destroy your Voltaic key.
Yep.
I will go to combat and I'll exile my Lauren.
Yep. I'll
So you
take 2.
Take 2. Yeah, because it's in the end step. Yeah. And then end step, Lauren will come back, blow up nothing. I get a counter.
Yep.
Path.
Draw for the untap. Draw for the turn.
Yep.
I will. I keep drawing interesting cards in the way that is not trivial what to do next. I will play a Mox Diamond.
Okay.
Discarding a Flooded Strand.
Yep.
I will cast a Talisman of Curiosity.
Okay.
And I will play a Tabernacle as the land for my turn.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tap. I'll pay 2 for my creatures.
Yep.
I will go to combat.
Yep.
Attack with Philia, Blink, Lauren.
Yep. I'll take 3.
I'll play this Arid Mesa and go to my end step, bring back Lauren, counter, blow up your Mox Diamond.
Yep.
Pass.
I'll untap. I will draw for the turn. I will play a City of Traitors as the land for my turn.
Yep.
I will pay 4 mana and 1 life because I need a blue off of the Talisman to cast a Crystal Skull.
Okay.
And I will say go.
In the second main, I'm going to fetch this Arid Mesa.
Yep.
Self-pay Scrubland. Somewhere. Somewhere near Scrubland. Scrubland.
Okay.
This is the second main. I'm going to tap these 2 and Parting Gust my Lauren, which exiles it until the end step.
Yep.
So then on your end step, I'll have Lauren come in and blow up your Crystal Skull.
Yep. I will float a blue.
Okay. I'd like to move to my turn.
Yep.
Yep. I'll keep this Sapphire and Seachrome Coast tapped to pay for my creatures for Tabernacle.
Yep. Yep.
Interesting. I will Miracle this Metamorphosis Fanatic.
Oh, yep. That means...
I don't draw,
No,
I don't get anything. It's just a 4/4 lifelinker.
Okay, good.
Go to combat, swing with Philia, blink Lauren.
Yep. I will take 4. I will go down to 10.
Yep. I'll play this Meticulous Archive and Surveil.
Yep.
I'll bin this Hallowed Fountain and step. This Lauren will come back. I'll blow up your Talisman.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I'll untap. I will draw. I knew that I would be drawing this. I would like to cast a Frantic Search.
Sure.
Draw 2. Interesting. discarding Boros Signet and Ursa,
Okay.
and untapping lands.
Yep.
And I'll say go.
I will pay these 3 for my creatures.
Yep.
I will.
You have enough power. You win.
Yeah, this is 5, 9,
Yeah.
11. Yeah.
That works.
Well, surprise, surprise, here I am again, 2-1. I'm very conflicted about this deck. I actually thought the deck was really cool, and it's pretty fun to play. But boy, there was a lot of combo today. And yeah, I went 2-1, but like beating combo decks with this deck is like playing on hard mode. And if I'm going to be playing against combo decks a lot, like I just don't think I can. I don't know. I don't think that this is like a deck that I can reasonably expect to do well with consistently if there's a lot of combo. The meta right now is pretty combo centric, and I just don't think it's reasonable to perform these types of experiments with what if we played a value deck in a metagame that is very hostile to it. I didn't get to see the Acquisitions Expert or Unscrupulous Agent come up today. Thoughtstalker Warlock did come up, but I think I was winning pretty hard in that game anyway. It was just sort of icing on the cake. But yeah, I mean, this deck is surprisingly resilient. You're just drawing a lot of cards, and things like Grief really helped for stripping hands. The hand attack helped, but I mean, we saw in some of those games, like I hand attacked. What did I do? I hand attacked twice against Zoe, and then she top decked Mystical Tutor, and I lost. I hand attacked twice against in one of the other matches, and then my opponent just top decks something good, and I lose. Like, I don't know. You can't toss these to the top of the deck. And creature removal doesn't matter when you're playing against creature decks, even though it did come up a little bit, but it wasn't ideal. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I mean, the deck is really grindy. I do like that a lot, but I just don't think it's really reasonable to expect to bring this and do so well against combo decks over and over. Ketramose was a little disappointing. I was very hopeful about this card. And like, it's fine. I mean, it drew extra cards. It's just that it takes so long to get online, and I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe just small sample size. I mean, I think that if any deck is going to be good, this deck is maybe not the best for it, because I'm not like actively exiling graveyards. I'm not like playing Ghost Vacuum and Psychic Frog and all that stuff, but like all the blink effects are pretty good with it. But I don't know, it just takes so long to get online, whereas at least things like Enduring Innocence, Welcoming Vampire, they can at least attack and block, which is like really big. I don't know. The matches were pretty, except for that first match. The first match I got completely dumpstered. I kept a hand, hoping that Zoe would be on her Esper Stonewalk deck. She was not. She was on her Broodlord Storm deck from last week, and just could not answer. I didn't have instant speed graveyard hate for all the combo stuff. And then I guess Paradox Academy, I mean, it's interesting because Paradox Academy, I guess, is one of the slower combo decks, which means it is a little bit more vulnerable to disruption. But like, I still needed some really good draws with like Loran and all that stuff to get out of it. So I don't know. This deck was sweet. I don't think I'm going to be bringing it again, at least not for a little while, because I think the meta is just way too hostile to it. But I think it was an interesting experiment. I think it definitely has legs, and I expect that if combo becomes a little bit less of the metagame, or is taken down a notch in the next points change or two, that this kind of deck will actually be really powerful and worth playing again. Yeah, that was Esper Blank. Pretty fun. But I probably won't do it for 2 weeks from now. I'm not going to be having a video for next week. I'm taking the week off, so I will see you guys in 2 weeks. If you stuck around this long, thank you for watching the video. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.